Hey everybody. All right. I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick video. This video is going to go about 13 minutes. And what I want to talk about is something that everybody seems to be ignoring, or really there's just not really detailed videos on this. And I just wanted to explain to you what the benefits of transitioning from a sand bike to the buggy as quick as possible. As you know, in most of the beta, everybody's just trying to get that, the regular bike, get on that as quick as possible, even get your sand bike number two. But, you can see, here in the video, you see how fast the sand bike is. It goes around 60 kilometers per hour. Right here, you'll see, for instance, as an example, this is what spices, the spice is going to be in this area. So what's happening is, as you're seeing, it's going through that beginning stages. And then eventually what's going to happen is all this bubbling is going to explode, and then you're just going to have a spot in the ground that's specifically for sand. But the most important thing that I want you guys to understand is that, yes, the sand bikes in the beginning, they are definitely going to be crucial. It's going to get you around the map. It's going to get you into the Vermilion Gap, which is very important. However, you want to then not try and spend a lot of time like trying to get the sand buggy version number two. If you already got a sand bike and it's working fine, and you got the module for the storage level 2, which I believe you get when you get into the Vermilion Gap area, then I would not worry about trying to get the parts for the sand bike number 2. From there on, you need to find your base, find your location, and as soon as you finish that, as soon as you get your location, you definitely need to just say, you know what, I've gotten what I need on this. Keep that as a bike that's going to get you around if you want to do some quick stuff, maybe do some scanning, whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, as soon as you get into this area and you've gotten enough iron, you want to immediately start going for the next thing. And see, there you go. You see the explosion right there? Just a little side note real quick. So as you can see, if you go back, you'll actually see that after that explosion, it just leaves then the spice in the dirt. And then that's what you will then go and you can farm the spice. Really cool. Just you don't want to be on top of it when it's bubbling and then all of a sudden it explodes, because then, yeah, it's probably not going to end well for you. So it's important to know that once you get your bike, there's going to be a huge difference. So the sand bike, the level 2 storage holds 250 units. That's nothing. So yeah, you can go ahead and work on trying to get your sand bike level 2, which is a great thing to do. But you got to remember that when you do that, the problem that you're going to have is you'll be wasting valuable time. You're going to be out there farming, or you get a couple things of granite, a couple things of copper, a couple things of iron, and then the bag is full. Then you put whatever you can on your guy, and that's it. So now you're going to rush back to your base, you're going to unload everything, and then you're going to keep washing and repeating, not realizing that what's really important is getting that steel. That steel is going to be that next level. I'm telling you, people, listen to me. That's going to be the next level, which is going to get you then to eventually aluminum and then beyond. But right now, you want to start working on getting that steel, because that's going to give you the upgraded items for water gathering. It's going to give you the upgraded items for water storage. And those things are going to be crucial, because the more water you have, the more steel, the more iron you can produce, which then allows you then to also then produce more steel. And you're going to need a lot of water for that. So you want to definitely upgrade that. Eventually, you're going to get to the parts where you got the water units that are going to be producing water on their own. And that's great. That's fine, But you got to remember, the sand bike doesn't hold that much. So you definitely want to hurry up. You want to get that that buggy. And in the testing lab, you can get that free buggy, but it's crap. I mean, it's got, you'll see later on in my video, where the level of the buggy is at. It's just not worth it. The time that you're going to spend down there trying to get there, grab the buggy, take it apart, bring it out, take it to your base, put it back together. I mean, it's like 90% damaged already. The time that you waste for that is just not worth it. Again, you want to immediately shoot for steel And as soon as you get to the steel, you're going to realize that the value of that bike is now going to really drop. And as you can see here, this is where the fun begins. So as you can see, this is what the Buggy looks like. You got to remember now, the Buggy, that baby right there, you get the regular storage that holds, again, 1,500. Listen, 1,500 storage. That's 6 times the amount of what you can get on a bike. So instead of doing 6 runs on the bike, you're now going to do 1 run on the Buggy. And you might think, well, it's a little bit slower. Technically, no, it's not. The speed of the Buggy is the same as your speed bike. The only difference is it's got a little bit slower acceleration. But if you plan it right and you don't take unnecessary chances, like when you're trying to get the crash ship, you'll be fine. But you got to realize that making 6 trips on a bike or making 1 trip with that Buggy is going to be huge. Because remember, you're going to be in combat. You're going to collect a lot of water or blood, which you're going to be sticking in your converter, which converts it then to water, all that stuff. And so when you're doing that, you got to realize that all that water is got to get produced. And so it's perfect chance, or it's a perfect timing then. So go out, you do your combat, you get your blood, you fill up your blood purifiers, and by then now, you already should have the second version, which is it does 24,000 instead of 6,000, and it's got a 40% conversion rate. So the level 1 blood purifiers has only got a 20% conversion rate, and they only hold 6,000. The bigger ones, like I said, they hold 24,000. So that's 24,000. Eventually, that's 24,000 water you can get. So you want to have at least 2 of those babies. You fill it up with as much blood as you can, and then you go out and you get that steel. That should be the very first thing you guys should be working on. Is as soon as you get to the Vermilion Gap or wherever you plan on setting your base up, go set up your base. Just drop the basics. Get everything down that you need. Go out, get a crap ton of blood. Like literally just make a bunch of blood bags, level 2s. Don't deal with the level 1s. Just go right off the bat, get the level 2 blood bags, right? And as soon as you get those blood bags, you fill those babies up, and then you should be just hunting for the items, which is going to be the paste, the carbon paste, and that's what you're going to use to make the steel. And then once you make that steel, I believe it's iron, the paste, and water. That's going to create the steel. And then the first thing you should be making, guys, is that right there. This is what you need to be working towards. Look at that thing. The thing is huge. It's like a battle tank. I mean, it's amazing. And think about it. You put the storage box on that baby there. Of course, this was in the beta, so of course, we can't really put much in it. But as you can see, it's completely red. So is it worth going down into the testing center and wasting 45 minutes to an hour? And that 1 hour, you could have farmed enough paste so that, guess what? With all that paste that you farmed, you would have had enough to make the Buggy level 3, make the storage for the Buggy, and now you're not going out 6 times, you're only going out 1 time. And the amount of resources that you can stuff in that thing, trust me, it's a game changer. So that means whenever you're doing your salvage runs, you're collecting salvage metal, you're collecting components. Ore is definitely going to be one at the top of your list of collecting ore. I mean, all those things. And then, of course, you want to make the upgraded, you want to make the upgraded cutter so that you can gather even more resources. You want to definitely make sure by then, if you haven't already watched my videos on why the planetologist is so expensive or so important, you definitely need to watch my video on the planetologist. Because if you get that second upgrade, you're going to be more efficient on traveling with the vehicles and the power consumption. You're going to be more efficient on farming, more efficient on your cutter. There's just multiple ways there, guys. Multiple ways that you can improve your resource gathering and get to near end game is what you really want to do. So trust me. I know all these videos are out there telling you all these tips and tricks and, you know, the sand bikes and all that stuff. I'm telling you now, the sand bike, make your level 1 sand bike. Don't waste your resources on a level 2. It doesn't go faster than the level 1. It still goes 65 kilometers an hour. So there's really no benefit for that. It has a little bit more armor. It'll last, but I mean, if you're not driving your sand bike into the middle of a combat, if you're not trying to fight, you know, a bunch of guys on your sand bike, the level 1 sand bike is perfectly fine. Use the level 1 sand bike, put the module 2 for the storage, which holds just a tad bit more, and you need to immediately get to your base location, set up your base. Once you have your base set up and you got everything that, to where you need to be on your base, the very next step, go out, you upgrade your blood, get that blood, and then shoot for steel. And the first thing you should be making is going to be the buggy, because that is going to be the game changer, people. Those guys that are on the buggies, that are driving around collecting resources, they're going to be the first ones that get to the copter. They're going to be the first ones that are flying in the air. And that's because they were efficiently gathering resources. Because in this game, resources is king. And I've done other videos on there. You know, check out my videos. I'll, you know, drop a link for my video on why the planetologist. And there's other videos. Just go ahead and check out my channel, and you'll see just how important water is going to be. And the best way to do it is you need something that's going to be able to carry a lot of resources, and the buggy's got it. And then there's a lot of stuff you can take. You know, you can use it as a pack mule. So, you know, basically what you want to do is you want to gather as much blood as you can. Once all your blood is full, you don't need to carry those blood bags on you. So what you do is, they don't really hold much weight, so you drop them all inside the buggy. And now your inventory is completely empty. So now that your inventory is empty, when you go inside a testing center, or if you're going to be collecting intel points, which is also very important, and I'll do a video explaining just why intel points are so important. And the reason why, again, just trust me, the buggy, hands down. So in terms of being flashy, yeah, you can get a sand bike. It's fast, it's quick, but I'm telling you, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anything done unless you get the buggy. That is the first thing you need to be working on as soon as you get into Vermilion Gap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you later.